Hello everybody, my name is Your Only Movies Gaming, welcome back, and today we're going to be continuing the Dead Cells weapon showcase. So let's get right into it. By the way, I still don't have that file for Squirrel with a Gun, so I will be playing it later, and I didn't check the comments yet if I did get any from my last video. So, this video, I will be most likely seeing if you guys want me to play anything different. So yeah. But anyway, I'm just gonna turn the music and main volume down a bit. Because then it'll be a lot easier to hear me. Because last time it honestly wasn't. And I remembered because I watched the video back a bit ago. But anyway. So we went from... Wait, hold on, let me think. Let me log in. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, okay. Last time we left off at Pure Nail. So, now we are going to do Bone until Face Blast, which I don't have everything unlocked yet, and I'm sorry, but this is all I have. This is all I have. Alright. It's just like a showcase for these weapons in general, and then I'll show later weapons more. Alright. So, the Bone is kind of interesting. It's got 2 slashes initially, but if you hit somebody with it, or if you hit an enemy with it, then it will... Wait, give me a second. Okay, if you hit an enemy with it, then... Okay, hold on, let me hit a harder enemy real quick. But if you get a harder enemy... Oh my god, bro. Yeah, alright, give me a second actually then. Alright, let me change the difficulty. Okay, anyway, finally, we got it. If you land this second hit, then it does a little spin attack. I realized I've been doing this the entire time. My bad. Alright, but so if you land that hit with the Bone, it does a spin attack. And it goes front, back, down, up, all that. So now let's go back. Weapon is the Dagger of Prophet, and it is a 4-slash weapon. It does a forward slash, a down slash, a cross, and then an up slash. So this, I'd say... Oh yeah, by the way, the gun is good for, not the gun, the Bone is good for crowd control. Alright, but the, wait, hold on, let me do something real quick. Okay, so base Bone has 199 DPS, and it's good for crowd control. Dagger of Prophet has base 211 DPS, and it inflicts critical hits for 3 seconds after picking up gold. So it's good for, like, 1 enemies or, like, bosses, maybe. King Scepter 1, this is a Hollow Knight reference. Or not a Hollow Knight, my bad. A Shovel Knight reference. From King Knight, which you should go play Shovel Knight. It's actually a really good game. But normally it just has 1 attack, a dash, and a 1 hit. You hit them with So this is good for single enemies like bosses or like strong enemies, for example. So, and it's got base 150 DPS. Kanchaku, which is also a very, very good weapon, is a dual hand. These are the attacks. And wait, check. And it inflicts a critical hit if the enemy is facing towards you. And then the infantry bow, which is our first range, I believe. Oh my god, obviously, yeah, it's a bow, but like, and it inflicts a critical hit if you're close range. This does 185 DPS, by the way. And the infantry bow does 217 DPS on base. The throwing knife causes bleeding and it does 22 DPS per 3 seconds, and it automatically targets the nearest enemy, so it's kind of a homing weapon. So it's good, but it isn't the best. Like, you could have better weapons than this. I'd say it isn't that good, me personally. The firebrands I showed you in the last video with the oil sword, so we're skipping over that. The bloodthirsty shield. So let me look at an enemy real quick to show you the parry. So if you parry an attack, then what it does is it makes like a blood circle around you, which causes enemy bleeding. So now, let's go back. Sinew Slicer is next. This is our first, gadget, kind of, or like, ability. So it auto-locks onto enemies and shoots about 3 of those little saws at a time that are right there. Yeah, these right here. But, if I go back to the area. This is also quite good for bosses, too, if you want to, like, if you're fighting a boss. And it also inflicts bleeding, which is pretty good. Alright, let's see. Next is the powerful grenade. This is the second ability. It's basically just the infantry grenade, but it's got a bigger explosion and it can inflict more things. By the way, this does 20 DPS for 1.5 seconds, and it fires spinning blades at nearby enemies, inflicting bleeding, 10 DPS for 1.5 seconds. Okay, wait. 10, okay. Powerful grenade is 200 damage, and if you have this upgraded like to a legendary, for example, then it would have like the area effects created by the item are like 200% larger. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, infantry grenade though is what I was talking about earlier. So here's the infantry grenade. Just a small little explosion about the size of this board back here. And then that's just a bigger explosion and a stronger explosion. And then light speed is also really good. It does 100, by the way, infantry, inflicts 90 damage, quick to use, but not so powerful. And the light speed, is a dash, and if you click it again, then you dash back. But you're gonna want to click it really fast, because if you wait too long, then either that dash back will wear off. You can't do this. It's just keep pulling you back. But yeah, it'll either wear off, or it just won't do as much damage when you're dashing through enemies. Alright, next is Tuller Shock, which is a jump and a slam that causes rocks to come out of the ground and hit and damage enemies. Okay, does 150 damage, light speed does 100 damage, if I didn't say that earlier. Okay, and then Face Flask. Actually, I'm not sure what this does. Pressure Flask on your forehead, doing low damage to yourself. This is a reference to another game. I forgot what it was called, but you can get an achievement if you're low health. Like if you're 1 health and you use this, you get a skin for Beheaded from that game. But anyway, that should be about it for this video. Next video, I'll be going over all of these that I didn't go over yet. So for example, I'll be going over multiple Nox Bow, Lightning Whip, or yeah, Electric Whip I meant, Frost Blast, Double Crossbow-matic, Wolf Trap, and Apollo Power. Alright, well, that should be about it, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.